When I first got here 3.5 years ago and seen the first female chain gang from Chicago, only to find out that I came to the city that the chain gang was in, Joe Powell. He said at the end of the day, the most important thing is for us to be safe. I had said over the YouTube, no, at the end of the day, the most important thing is to have your integrity. Because I didn't understand that y'all were doing the fundraisers then, that y'all were ripping people off, that y'all were inviting people in to something that didn't exist. And you had the protection of Joe Powell. You had a person looking the other way, Governor Ducey. He was a criminal and a crook that lost a lot of money to investors. So you put him in place. McCain, who was insane then, condoned and ignored that y'all were breaking the law. So you had the Three Stooges. And that's why y'all said at the end of the day, the most important thing is to be safe. That's why now, even now, y'all say things are so scary that wouldn't even raise an eye with me. And it is because when you rip people off and you can't remember who they are, you get paranoid. I would. So I want to disassociate myself with them and make them discouraged to leave. How do you do that? Well, you tell every business and anything that we venture into to treat them bad, short them in change. Stage accidents are very, very popular here. Stage accidents. There is no rat race to come to. It shouldn't be any accidents, period. But there are stage accidents and crooked lawyers that say, in a wreck, get a check. There are lawyers that talking about they're married. I couldn't give a shit if you wasn't married. It don't make no difference about the case. But there are stage accidents in this town. You're going to be hit if you're in a rent-a-car or you're in your car and you're dumb enough to have Allstate stickers or your license plates from another state. I guarantee you, you would not make it out of this town without being in an accident. And you don't want to be here. So you're going to settle real quick. I've seen a guy, a assurance adjuster, never saying that he had went back to college to be a lawyer. He said, I already know what they're going to do. And I'm going to get what you deserve. That is one of those guys. The ones interact, get a check. That is one of those guys. We used to do it in the 70s with just a toggle switch hooked to our tail lights and a small crew and a lawyer from downtown that knew what we were doing, that condoned us doing it, that said we can't do it too much because of insurance fraud. So why don't y'all recruit some other people and we'll give you a kickback for doing that. We did that in the 70s. I know what's going on here. There's too many accidents and too many lawyers that when you need something done and you're a snowbird, they say, oh, we don't handle those type of cases. When I told them I had proof of Sanderson Ford saying that we are not going to get anything because we're not born here as far as a fundraising raffle or anything. And they came on the next day and said, we don't have any problem with anybody. The lawyer said, we don't do those cases. Well, quite naturally they don't, because they would never sue somebody from this town. All those secret meetings, lawyers are there, Governor Ducey is there, McCain is there, Joe Powell